Hey everyone, and welcome to Almost Cancelled. I am Peter, that is Connor, and we are going to talk about Wynonna Earp, Season 2, Episode 2. It's called Shed Your Skin. Full spoilers for the episode, as always. So this is a bit late, so first of all, apologies. It's a few days behind. I expect that the next one or two episodes will also be a little bit late, although probably not this late. Mainly just because they're busy weekends for the next couple of weeks. After that, we should be a bit more sort of on a reasonable time, sometime on the Saturday. But we are pretty late with this one, so apologies for that. But here we are. So, spiders, goo, widow ghosts things, and some man on man sexual tension for a change.
Pretty much sums up the episode.
I actually quite enjoyed this episode. I feel like the show's been really confident since it's
Yeah,
came back.
yeah, I know what you mean. It does seem to know what it's doing.
It knows what it is, and it's got its innuendo and it's got its weird things like that. But it's also got its like I'd forgotten like since season one like just how much Wynonna kind of cracks me up with some of her little
Yeah,
quips and comments and that kind of thing. Whether she's complaining to Doc or she's like smacking her sister's ass and saying, "Ah, you're banging a redhead," kind of thing. Like those little moments, her attitude's very endearing and likable, even if she is kind of a mess in terms of
yeah,
a leading character. Because as she even points out, she can't really be the leader. She's too used to busting the leader's balls, kind of thing. But yeah, so we basically had spider monster things in this episode, with of course a tease of something else, some sort of Black Widow type ghost. Uh,
yeah. Seems to be stalking Winona.
and honestly, it's annoying that I can't think of what else to call the Black Widow ghost because it's confusing because Black Widow is also a type of spider, and they're separate. They're not really related.
Yeah, yeah. I think she just refers to it as the woman in black.
Yeah, but even that's the name of a book. I feel
Yeah,
like we're doing too much here. Too many things crossing over. But basically, we find out by the end of the episode though that there's basically a hellmouth under this school.
pretty much.
So it's a school that's being converted into an apartment building.
Yeah,
That this old friend, or I say friend, loose terminology, from high school that Wynonna knew, has came back to town. She's bought up this school building, and they're redoing it into some condos, and there's these spider things. But it turns out they're only just one of many things that are being drawn to it. All these different creatures and beings are being drawn for access to something in the basement. Admittedly, I don't know if we're going to stick with this as a central thing, in the sense that when after they've dealt with the spiders and they realise, oh, we cleared a path for this, whatever. It seems like whoever wanted this has done whatever they came to do.
yeah. That seems to be more what we'll stick with rather than the
Yeah,
building itself.
yeah. It's not a bad setting though for horror shenanigans. I
No, no, perfectly adequate.
I enjoyed the various running around and dancing around in webs. You know, when Winona first walks into the web and she kind of spins around and she's sort of flailing as if she's trying to get out of it. That was pretty fun.
Yep.
Uh, nah, actually, I really enjoyed this. See when they actually find the eggs and stuff and the spiders, and
Yeah,
Winona and Waverly just go nuts with their sledgehammer and the crowbar.
yeah. That is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, it's not even the smashing. It's this the slow motion afterwards with them
Yeah,
walking down the hall in slow motion, swinging our sledgehammer, but they're covered in goo from head to toe.
it's pretty great.
But that's kind of where we are. Uh,
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Doc has got the bar.
Yeah, this is not quite what I was expecting to go with this.
Me neither, but I kind of like it. I like the idea of him owning the bar. He seems like the perfect fit. And
He
if this
does.
and if this can become like their new base, that also seems to fit for me.
That seems to be what was going on about it. Like, because he's got the basement being converted.
Yes, that said though, that seems I'm not.
Seems to be separate.
Yeah, he wants to reverse engineer something down there, and I'm not sure
Yeah.
what.
No, he's very coy about not telling us exactly what.
No. And I was trying. Was there something I was forgetting from season one that it would obviously be? Like he wants to make something
I'm inclined
specific.
to think it's something to do with last episode where they're all breaking in. Maybe he stole something.
Uh, Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe he just wants to reverse engineer a new hat.
Because a chemistry lab is what you need to reverse engineer a new hat.
It's a very special hat.
Which reminds me, because he keeps being coy at the start of the episode. He keeps sort of like, oh, I need to go and do things. And Wynonna's complaining to Waverly that he keeps, even when he's here, he's not here. I mean, what's he even doing anyway? Mourning his hat. And Waverly's like, it was a good hat. Oh dear. Yeah, as we said, Jeremy seems to have a crush on Doc.
Yeah, yeah.
To the point where he actually, because they're meeting at Wynonna's house, because she's trying to like form the team again, like feel like an actual team, because she feels that they're kind of breaking apart. And Jeremy basically asks if he can go outside and wait for Doc outside.
Yeah, it's kind of it was almost a strange moment because it was like completely just unexpected, I think.
We also find out that he's got an inverse nipple.
Yeah, not sure we really need to know that, but
I don't know.
hey.
It does lead to the nickname Itty Bitty Titty.
I mean, yeah, I mean, worth it for that, I suppose.
I'd accept that for that. That works for me. But no, and of course, Jeremy, not only with Doc, actually, it leads to some weird innuendo. After Waverly and Wynonna come back and they've had their decontamination shower, and Jeremy's like, "Oh, did the eggs make you wet?"
Yeah, and she plays along with it like she doesn't even realize.
Yeah. Well, I think she does realise. I think she's just going along with it to show how stupid he just sounded.
I don't know. I feel like with her, that probably is the first thing her mind went to when he said that.
Maybe.
Any other character, I think I'd question it, but with her, I think that genuinely is where her mind goes.
It was very intentional writing as well, because obviously there's 100 different ways that could have been phrased that just made it clear what he was talking about.
Yeah.
But instead it was phrased that way to sound, again, the innuendo thing, which is a big thing this show does.
Yeah, I think we say it's sure of itself. It's also very sure of itself that it wants a lot of innuendo, and
it does, yeah.
That's just part of the show now. That's just it.
Yeah, I'm never going to stop noticing it though.
No, but it's just going to be something that you got to accept if you don't like it, or if you do, you're just going to get lots more of it.
But no, it was full of charming moments. Like I'm liking. I mean, we said the first episode was very much setting up what this season is going to be, but I also like the idea that with Doc having this bar and setting up maybe that Wynonna's guilt over Willa is going to be a running theme, and she thinks the ghost at first is actually Willa that's haunting her, and it doesn't seem to be, because we see those two of them at the end, like we see two of them side by side.
Yeah,
so,
I think from the start it didn't really make much sense to me that she leapt to that because of the perfume.
Yeah, the smell.
Yeah, some sound logic there on her part, but it feels more like someone's tricking her immediately rather than a haunting.
If I have any complaints about the episode, there was one or two weird cuts. The one that's sticking out to my head is actually the start. The opening tease before it cut to titles.
Yeah,
there's a sort of scare with one of the construction workers in the Portaloo, and after he's attacked, the door opens and someone else screams at what they see, but the scream barely starts when it cuts to the titles, and I thought that was a really weird cut. Like it didn't feel like it cut at the right time.
Yeah, it feels like maybe it was something to do with the screen recording. Like they weren't happy with the rest of it, so like just cut it early.
Possibly, but it felt abrupt. It felt like
no, that's what I mean. It does feel abrupt. It feels like they were covering up a mistake rather than something that should have been intended how it was.
Although it turns out Jeremy's not the only one who's got the hots for Doc. Lucado, who's the woman from Black Badge, is kind of running them now, and she's being very strict. She's giving them all shit. Wynonna, go kill me a demon. She's pissed at Doc for not paying attention. Oh, by the way, I love that Doc's trying to figure out his phone throughout most of the episode. He's just sort of sitting there with his phone trying to like...
Yeah, he does not get technology, does he?
Yeah, but actually, just after Jeremy really bluntly flirts with him, because he says something like, "Oh, I'll do anything as long as I'm doing it with you." He says something like that. It's like not even remotely subtle, and Doc just sort of leans and says, like, "Can you show me how to use FaceTime?" or something like that. No, it was a voicemail. He wanted to know how to do voicemail. Oh, it was really funny. But yeah, she tries to sort of make a move on him as well, because he needs money to like make the down payments on the bar, so he blackmails her with some information. He steals from her safe, and she tries to sort of say, well, I could give you some more than that, implying again some sexy times, and He's like, "Nope, I'm good."
Just cash, please.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, maybe. I mean, as much as Doc is he's not the most traditional noble of men, but maybe he does actually have a genuine enough feelings for Wynonna that he doesn't want to just, go around. Even though we do see in this episode that he rejects her as well when she tries to kiss him.
Yeah.
But
Again, that's one of those where he's been an upstanding gentleman almost.
perhaps, yeah, because she's a little bit drunk. He's sort of pushing her away because it's maybe the wrong time, kind of thing. Actually, do you know what I like? Because obviously Waverly and Hot are kind of a bit of a rift going into the start of this episode, and it's kind of there throughout the episode. But over the course of it, Hot kind of comes around, and eventually they make up, and they basically initiate a sex scene. We don't obviously see them. It cuts away before stuff gets proper heavy, but there's a little touch that I liked about this scene though. When they're starting to like undress, I really like the moment where Waverly like undoes Hot's belt, because I feel like that's something you only ever see in heterosexual sex scenes. It's always the woman undoing the man's belt.
Sure. I can't say I really thought that much about it.
It was just, there was nothing about it that felt like, oh, we're playing up that it's two girls kind of thing. It was just, no, it was exactly how it would have been probably handled.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right there. It was just like any other sex scene in this show. I specify in this show because this compared to something on like, I don't know, CW.
Well,
it's very different.
Even the opening of this, when it's Earp and Doc in the contamination shower by themselves, and Doc's still trying to smoke even though he's in the shower, because of course he is. And both Lucado and Jeremy come in at different points and see both of them naked.
Yeah.
To the point where when Wynonna sees him at the house later, she's just out the shower. She's got a bathrobe on, but she's just out the shower again, and she cracks a joke about like, "Can I ever walk out of a shower again and you not standing right there?"
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about Jeremy yet. I feel like he hasn't done enough to go, yeah, I like him, but I like the situation of having someone new there.
Yeah, I like that too. I think there's potential. I think.
That's, I mean, he hasn't done anything wrong yet. He hasn't done anything that I go, oh, I don't like that. But he hasn't done anything that I go, yeah, he's good to have around. But it just, the general idea of having new blood for them to react off of is good.
Yeah, he's been, well, arguably it's not him that's been funny, but he's at least led to some funny moments.
Exactly.
And also, it creates an interesting little dynamic where they don't really trust him yet. I mean, Wynonna even refers to him as the lapdog. He's not one of us, I think she says at one point.
Yeah.
So even just the idea that he has to win over the team and sort of cement that he's really part of them, that could be an interesting plot point.
Yeah, I'm expecting that to be a plot point, like him having to choose between, the team and the company.
And even given that he's under this blood oath.
Yeah, which way does he go? It adds some consequence to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it'll make it feel like a bigger deal when he picks the team. If he does pick the team, like, because he's doing it despite the fact that it's dangerous for him to do so, and it makes it feel like he's more dedicated.
Yeah, it's free only when we get to that moment that they'll properly trust him, because they're like, no, you chose us despite the blood oath. That's when they'll go, okay, you're part of the team.
Yeah, possibly. Lucado, on the other hand, we'll see. We'll see if she integrates with them. Not so sure.
No, probably not. Although that said, it's playing so heavily that she probably won't, that I'm inclined to think that she will.
Yeah,
it's one of those, heart of gold underneath all this sort of thing.
Well, she was questioning what Doc even did in the team, but then when he sort of played her to get the money, and he said, "That's what I bring to the team." She clearly understands what he means. Like he's the one who'll play dirty outside the rules and make sure things happen, kind of thing. So
yeah, I think she'll maybe begrudgingly respect that. Like she go, right, okay, you do have a purpose, and maybe I don't like it, but that will be something useful to the team.
Actually, on the whole bar thing, I actually really like the idea that the sheriff's in on it. Like it was the sheriff's idea to even go to him and have him run it, because he knows that the type of characters that are going to go in there. Just the idea that it's almost like come and give us intel, like kind of thing. Like Yeah, come in, get comfortable, talk to your friends about your criminal and
I think
demonic
it's more just
activities.
it's an easier way to keep an eye on them as well. Like they're going to come here.
Mm,
You can deal with them when there's trouble because you're capable of that. Whereas we don't have to now because they're not
mm.
going to be out in our territory, so to speak. They're like, hey, this is your corner. You deal with it.
Yeah. There we go. That's episode 2 of Wynonna Earp season 2. Let us know what you thought of the episode in the comments below. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Helps us out a lot. Get us on Twitter at mild_fuzz for channel updates. Individual Twitters are on the screen. You can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/mildfuzztv if you want to support the channel. But otherwise, guys, that is us. Thank you once again for watching. We'll see you next time. Have you got any vanilla?